right. And I think there we are. Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope everybody's having a good week, staying out of trouble, I hope. So, anyway, welcome to the stream, and we are going to be talking about complete and total control and what that entails, and are you okay with that? So, we're going to get into that in a little bit. But before we get started with that, I just want to remind everybody that this is a very family friendly oriented channel. So please be decent, please be kind. No racism, no nastiness in the chat. Treat people with respect, and you will be treated the same way. If you do not, you will be kicked out by those awesome people that you see lit up in blue. So that is their job, and that is what they will do. So, um, anyway, so a couple things I want to get real quick off my chest to tell you guys. A couple things right off the bat. I have a friend of mine that is in New York that is looking for kind of like minded people to talk about ham operating radios. So if you are in New York or close to it and you are a ham operator and also a prepper, she's looking to talk with somebody like minded like that. So if you are one of those folks, I would ask you to please shoot me an email at preppernurse1 at yahoo.com and give me your information, and I will pass that along to them. And hopefully, you guys can connect. So, the second thing, there's three things altogether. So, we'll get these three things out and we're going to jump into this stream. So, the second thing is Heather now has her cat hats available on her account on Etsy. So if she's making them to order, so if you order a hat, she has samples up there, and she will make a hat in whatever color you would like. So if you are interested in either one of the cat hats, or if you're interested in the jewelry, go check out Heather's Etsy account. And if JJ, if you would throw that link up there, please do so ahead of time. I do appreciate that. So there's Jay. There's the link for Heather's account. So go check that out. Give her some support, and she's making cat hats. So, all right. Um, as well as her jewelry. She's still doing her jewelry as well. Third thing I want to tell you, starting tomorrow, Thursday, I am doing a sale with Legacy Freeze Dried Food. I normally would not do it this close to the last sale I had, but as of May 1st, Legacy is forcing us to increase our prices. So the prices of everything. How about some chicken hats? I would have to ask her if she would do that. I don't know. People are saying yes to chicken hats. Well, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what she says if she'll do chicken hats. She might. So, but anyway, Legacy's raising all their prices as of May 1st, which means I have to raise my prices on my website at preppernurse1.com. So, starting tomorrow, I'm doing a 20% off sale that will run through the end of the month. So, starting tomorrow until the 30th, I'm going to be doing that sale because, again, they're going to be raising prices. And so, I wanted to give you another opportunity to save before those prices increase. I've been have I not been talking till I'm blue in the face about the prices of food going up, up, and up? It happens, unfortunately, and there's not much we can do about that. Uh, I heard Mountain House has suspended all retail sales. I did not hear that. But thank you for sharing that information, ADK man. I don't know. I don't know that if they've been doing that or not. So, all right. So that'd be interesting if they did, though, because who would they be doing it for then? Wouldn't that be interesting to find that out? So, those of you that haven't noticed yet, the beard is gone. I've shaved that off. The weather's getting warmer. It was 78 today. I'm like, okay, it's time for the beard to go because we're getting into the warmer weather, and I cannot do a beard in the summer. So the beard had to go. Always going to have the goatee. That's probably not going to go anywhere. So, but all right. So let's get into this. So we're talking about complete and total control, and are you okay with it? So we're going to start out, guys. And here we're going to start out with a prediction first. I'm going to start out with a prediction. And I've talked about this before. I've said this prediction before as we were going through these restrictions being all cut back, cut back, cut back, less and less restrictions. What you're seeing, and I believe, is the calm before the storm. Uh, Bill Gates himself has stated there will be another pandemic that will be worse, more, what did he say, more deadly than the one that we just had. Okay. Uh, so that's something we need to be paying attention to, because he talked about the first pandemic before it ever happened. Because what he said was there will be a first pandemic, then there will be a second one that will be much worse than the first one. So I'm not misquoting him in any way. This is something that he said himself. So, but he has stated recently that there would be another pandemic and it would be much, much worse than the first one. So look at how, hey, Pam in Wonderland, that's because they're pandemics. Well, I can't say that on here because that would be spreading false information, but thank you for sharing that information with us. And I would not be surprised. I'll just put it like that. So that's what I will say. But Ed lost 10 pounds just by shaving his beard. Yeah, thanks, JJ. Yeah, it was starting to look too Santa Clausy, so it was getting a little crazy. So Uh, it was time. It was definitely time. So a lot more white. I'm noticing that the black is disappearing, and there's a lot more white in the old goatee these days. But that happens. But anyway, look at right now. So what I had predicted was that we would see this lull happen, and now we're going to start seeing the restrictions coming back. And by the time winter rolls around again, I think you're going to see a lot worse restrictions than we had this first time. One of the reasons, and again, this is strictly my opinion, that they curtailed things back for now was because so many people were up in arms. Let's talk about the trucker convoy up in Canada, the United States convoy that you never heard about in the news at all. That one happened as well, but nobody talks about that one because the local news media did nothing. Um, you know, they did nothing to cover any of that because why would they, right? So we're going to talk about Viking prep. We're going to talk about that. He said China cities in lockdown now, 100%. That's one of the things we're going to talk about. But anyway, I believe things will get worse again. I think you're going to see way more restrictions. Again, it is, you can put whatever spin on it you want, but I don't think it's going to be pretty in the long run. That's just my take on that. And we'll see what happens and we'll see how that all plays out. But what I was going to talk about, and somebody had just mentioned it there, or not Canada, China. China has locked down. You guys have had to see the videos of people wailing and moaning and crying out in these towers. They're having a hard time getting people food. They're like doing extreme, extreme lockdowns. If you remember too, uh, when I think, and who was it? I think it might have been Bill Gates again. I'm not sure, but he talked about, like, you go back and look what they did in Australia, the way that they locked people down in Australia, and realistically, not that many people in Australia had it, to be honest with you, but they went above and beyond, overboard. Neighbors were telling on neighbors. It was ridiculous what was going on there. Heard that the CDC mandate mask wearing on planes and trains. They extended it. Yes. They for that. So there's your first step, and that's another thing I was going to definitely talk about. The CDC, they've extended the mask mandate on public transportation, and then that is going on right now. So I think they extended it for like 2 weeks. They said, but we'll see what happens. But time will tell. Time will tell. Hey, Pam in Wonderland, if someone has a plan to hurt you, you should have a plan to live. Prep, prep, prep. Absolutely. Agree with you 100% on that one. Absolutely. We need to be very, very diligent of what's going on. Realize that there is a plan in place and do everything that we can do to protect ourselves, protect our families, be as ready as we possibly can be. Um, you don't want to be in a situation like the people in China are right now, where they're locked in their apartments, locked in their high rises. They cannot leave, they cannot do anything. So we got 441 in the chat, we got 167 thumbs up. Guys, if you have not thrown a thumbs up yet, I'm going to ask you to do so to show support for the channel, and I thank you ahead of time for doing so. It also really does help with the algorithms. So the more interaction that we have, the better it is for the channel. So I thank you for that reason. Again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So anyway, situation in China is just horrific right now. But going back to, I'm like bouncing around here, but I want to go back to my thought on Australia. So Bill Gates sat there and he says, well, if we did, Ed, do you watch Ice Age Farmer? I really don't, Brenda. I'm sorry. I don't really watch a whole lot of other YouTubers because I've been pretty busy. So I got a lot of other stuff that I'm doing. So I really not watching other stuff. So no, is there something that I'm missing that he's saying over there, or I don't know what your point was with that. But anyway, um, so Bill Gates is saying if everybody followed what Australia did, and think about how draconian the measures that were put into place in Australia, he was saying, "Oh, we could stop this." Well, it has been proven that well, I don't want to make a statement that can be construed as false information, so I'm going to retract. I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say pay attention to the numbers. Uh, did it stop it or did it not stop it? You have to think about that. So, did this stop it? Like Rachel Maddow said it was going to, that you wouldn't get it. It'll stop it. Go back and look at her videos. You'll see what she said. Uh, so we all know the answer to that one, right? So just a few breakthrough cases, because that's what they were in the beginning. Just a few breakthrough cases. But anyway, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. We are going to have little control over that situation. What we choose to do when those times come, that's what's going to matter. And what I think that we should be looking at is making sure that we are prepared as much as we possibly can be if we need to shelter in place for a long term period of time. And why do I say that? If there is another virus that is released, let's just put it like that, not saying that's out there, in other words, uh, that is much more deadly than this first one. So what's deadly enough? 15, 20% of the population dying from something, right? Who knows? So those are things that need to be paid attention to. The more that we can put ourselves in a situation where we can hunker down in place, not have to rely on the government, can try to be as self-sufficient as we possibly can be. So that's what we need to be focusing on, taking care of that business. And 30 to 50% is what Mr. G said. Wow, wow, that would be there'd be a lot of bodies in the street. Now, I'm going to tell you what, if something like that was out there that had a 50% mortality rate, first of all, I can honestly tell you there is no mortality rate that would make me run in and get something here. There's no mortality rate. What I would do is I would hunker down wherever I was, and we would try to ride it out and try to have, no contact with the outside world as much as we were able to. Buy toilet paper should be a stock market tip. Oh my God, Pam, you're too funny. Yeah, get it stocked up now, guys. Get stocked up now. That's too funny. So, but again, you know, a lot of people watching this stream, a lot of people out there don't have a whole lot of faith in the government. They don't have a whole lot of trust, um, in big pharma for a myriad of reasons. I could go into all of them, but You know, it is, that's redundancy. We all have our reasons why. And so, just my thing is stay diligent, keep paying attention to what's going on while we have time. And I think that we will have, and I don't know, you know what I mean? With everything else going on, when you have, the situation overseas that's going on, and you have our president continuing to try to poke the bear, to try to get us into something. I don't get that. I really, really don't get that. It makes no sense to me. It serves no purpose. Serves no purpose. So, we need to be taking care of what we can control, getting ready, being ready when the time comes. If you have to lock down, because if you think, I want you to think about this, guys. Okay, when we talk about an SHTF event happening, and there is a what do we talk? We've talked about a major event happening with inside of a year, like if a grid down situation happens. We'll use that as a scenario. If a grid down situation happens, you're looking at in 1 year, 90% of the population will not be there anymore. So if there is something that is either, the next virus that comes out that has a 50% lethal rate, the best thing that you can do is hunker down, ride it out, not go anywhere, try to avoid people and all those type of things. Oh, you like the shirt? Yeah, I'll let you show. I'll show you that. That was, I think this one was sent to me. Somebody sent me this shirt. So yeah, I have a bunch of shirts that people sent me. I got one tomorrow that I'm gonna wear. I forgot I had it. I had brought it down here last fall because I was bringing shirts and stuff down, and I was going through some stuff today, and I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I like this shirt. I'm gonna wear the shirt tomorrow. So you'll see that one tomorrow. And that's somebody had sent me that shirt as well. But again, guys, we just have to focus, again, and I know I keep repeating myself over and over again, but focus on what you can control. What you can control is taking care of your family, being as ready as we possibly can be, taking care of those type of things. There's so much, a number of crap going on. They stopped reporting the numbers in Ontario when we hit February at 20K cases per day. Then opened everything up, withdrew mask mandate, and now this reporting suddenly at 100K, they say. Yeah, you know what? And that's, again, in 80K man's making a great statement. Failure to prepare is preparing to fail. I don't want to be in a situation where I have to rely on any government agencies in any way, shape, or form. I don't want to be in a shelter with 5,000 of my closest friends. That's not where I want to be. I don't want to be standing in a bread line waiting for my handout with everybody else. I don't want to be that person. I want to be as prepared as I can be, take care of what I need to take care of my family, and that's it. And focus on that. And, I know that I've gotten a lot of criticism because I am making this move, down to West Virginia, coming down here, leaving my family in New York, trying to get things set up down here. Uh, you know, I believe we do have more time. Now, how do I know that? I don't know. I don't. I'm just hoping that I have more time. And as long as I have that time to prepare and get things squared away down here, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Uh, you know, and putting myself in a better position down here, centralized in an area that is not heavily populated, that we're not, and I love when people say to me, and I'm going to address this because I think it's important. So people are like, oh, well, you got 100,000 people right now, they know where you are and blah, blah, blah. It's easy enough to find out where I am, guys. But what's not going to be easy when we have some sort of event, some sort of major event, you're not going to have an easy time getting here. That's going to be a fact. You're going to have your hands full with your own families, trying to take care of things, figuring things out, you know, and again, if you come here with bad intentions, like I said, you're going to get bad intentions back. I don't know why anybody would think that they're going to roll up on a prepper's compound and think they're just going to have a cakewalk. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that thinking. And the reality is, in a worst case scenario, you know, there's enough people coming to me that you're not going to want to come here. uh, and that's just a reality. As we get more organized, as more time goes by, as more people get involved with what we're doing down here and joining the bug out community in West Virginia, trust me, this is not going to be the place you're going to want to come and think you're going to do whatever you want to do. So, but um, Okie Ford says, Ed, better than asking Mom and Becky to sleep in a tent while you get things ready. Exactly. Short term sacrifice for the long term goal. So I don't mind being down here and doing what I need to do to make it when the time for the transition comes to transition from New York to West Virginia, making it better for my family and Ed, people to watch. Where was that? Oh, he removed it. Okay, I don't even know what he said now. Um, don't call it a prepper compound, call it a prepper retreat. Well, that's what it is. The ladies in New York are doing fine. I actually talk to them every day. I talk to them every day. And I got to tell you guys this one. So I got to tell you this story. I got to share this with you really quickly. Again, what do we at 622 on the thumbs up, guys? I mean 622 on people in the chat. We're at 278 on the thumbs up. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. And thank you. Again, it really does help with the algorithm. So the more interaction, the better off we're gonna, pushes us higher up in the rankings with YouTube. And if you are not subscribed, again, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications. So you're going to love this one. So I was talking to Heather yesterday and I said, I need to call Eddie. I haven't talked to Eddie in a little bit, so I'm going to give Eddie a call. So I forgot to call him yesterday. So again, I was talking to Heather today and I said, I'm going to give Eddie a call today because I forgot to call him yesterday. So I got the voicemail. My ex-wife, I'm calling her phone. Leave a message, say I'd like to talk to Eddie. Would you have him call me back? I guess she called me back when I was out making my video. So I called her back again, talked with Eddie, and I was sharing with him. I said, Eddie, I want you to watch the video of the waterfall, that type of stuff, right? So end the conversation, have a good day. And I was just talking to Eddie. I wasn't talking to the ex-wife at all, just talking to Eddie. So Heather says, well, I haven't talked to mom either. So she calls her mom today. And her mom says, well, isn't it ironic that your father called today because this is the date what today is, and Heather defended me and said, I don't think dad had any intention with that. He probably wasn't thinking about that. Not at all. He's been very, very busy. So he's probably not thinking of that at all. You know what today's date is? April 14th, guys. 20 years ago today, I married my ex-wife. Did not think about it, it never crossed my mind. We have been apart over 10 years. So it's not a date that that I hold in reverence, like, oh my God, wow, this would have been this. Not thinking about it at all. And so she correlated that I was calling because it was our anniversary, would have been. So I called her back and I said to her, so now listen, you're gonna like this, guys. You're gonna like this. So I called her back and I said, Aim, I said, I apologize. I did not mean to call you. I didn't think about the day. I wasn't thinking about the day. I just hadn't talked to Eddie. So I don't want you to think that I was calling because it was our anniversary. And she goes, well, I don't care anyway. And I said to her, I said, well, apparently you do because you thought about it. So then she got pissed and said, well, it wasn't that and so have a good day. And I went, you have a good day too, and hung up. So I'm sorry the evil Dushevitzes in me thinks it's hilarious. Hey, that's fine. I thought it was kind of funny, to be honest with you, as well. So obviously she was thinking about it, and that would have been, today would have been our 20-year anniversary had we stayed together. So hey, it happens. like I said, for me, I have been just a little bit busy with things, and I'm not thinking about those type of things. So, uh, yeah, the block of knives, yeah, you like that right there. I needed to have that. I had to buy that. My ex's name, her name was Amy, so I always called her Aim. So her name was Amy. So, and like I said, guys, I'll be honest with you, I have no hard feelings towards her. I'm not doing anything to try to, do any kind of digs or anything like that. I mean, I am like so beyond that. I wish her well, and I hope she can have a good life, But so that was interesting. That's how exes think. They think that you still lust after them when reality you're better off. I will tell you this, guys, and I've said this before. The very best revenge that you can have against anyone doesn't have to be an ex-wife, ex-husband. It's somebody that's done you wrong. The very best revenge against anyone that you can have is to live well and be happy. They hate that because they're not in your lives anymore, and so they hold on to that. Some of them hold on to it like a cancer, but it's just, you know, be happy and live your life, and that's the best thing that you can do. Look at Angela says, moving on. Come on now, come on, be nice. So anyway, guys, it is what that's part of life. But yeah, I just but anyhow, so let's go back and talk about this situation. I think as we move forward, I think you will slowly see the implement of restrictions happening more and more and more. As they say that the you know things are getting worse. Things are getting worse. Well, we'll see what I mean, and I don't know if it's true or not. I'll be honest with you. I just don't have a lot of faith in the system, if you will, anymore. I just don't, because they jumped around. This is this, this is that, and then everything changes, and they change it up and switch it up, and you never know what the truth is and what the truth isn't. So, you know, again, what do we have control over? I get my laughs when my ex married a woman named Sandy. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's funny. My first ex poisoned my daughter against me. Uh, don't talk, don't talk to this day, and I have two grandchildren. I'm sorry, man, and I know that happens a lot. That happens a lot, and people will do that. They will try to poison the children against the other one, because they're bitter or they're jealous or whatever the case may be. Uh, you know, I was very fortunate that I raised my children. So I had them the majority of the time, and I mean the majority of the time. Out of 12 days or 14 days, I had them at least 12, if not 14. So, but I was happy, because I got to have them in my life and be with them every day. So that's what. What do you think about all the money sent to the Ukraine? Tasha asked that. Tasha Cook. It's a good question, Tasha. Uh, I believe we should be taking care of America. We should not be worried about Ukraine. I know Biden just approved another $750 million military package for them, and it just, to me, it is, we need to take care of America. I've been saying that for a long time. Anybody that's watched this channel knows we need to stop giving money to other countries. How are we? So okay, so somebody, Jen just said 800 million today and more. So $800 million. Don't we have this huge, huge debt that we have? How are we giving anybody any money? Period. Why are we not focusing on taking care of our own business, taking care of our own people? We have people in the United States every day that are starving every single day. Every single day they're starving. Why is that even happening? It should never happen here. Why are we not taking care of our own people? So very sad, in my opinion. And the worst part is a lot of these. Biden has many skeletons in Ukraine. Of course, he'll send them money. Well, yeah, yeah. There's a lot going over there that we, you know, Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot to be concerned about, to be honest with you, when it comes to that, and where things are going to go from there. It seems, and I hate to use the term, but it seems like Biden is hell bent on getting us into a conflict, because it's just I just constantly poking the bear, you know. But in the meantime, there's China sitting over there doing what they do. You know, you had what, millions of people locked down, millions of people locked down in their cities, suffering, and it's that, oh, that's okay. Who cares about that, right? But yet we have a porous southern border here that is not being addressed or taken care of, and millions of people are coming across that border. And do you think they all have good intentions for America? I don't think that they all do. Uh, you know, I don't think that they all do. Yep, 80K man, distractions, distractions, exactly. A lot of these things are nothing but distractions while they continuously erode, take care of our rights, or taking our rights away. You don't think, okay, and here's something that I found interesting. And I know I talked about this situation in my first video today. I talked about this in the first video today about this situation in New York City. When you are describing a suspect, okay, that has just gone on a subway and did what this individual did, and you're going to describe him, he's 5'5", wearing this, wearing that, and all that, but you're going to leave out what color he was? Why? Why would you do that? Because I'll tell you right now, if that had been a white dude, it'd have been all over front page news. White supremacist goes crazy, and all that type of stuff. But it didn't fit their agenda, because you have a mental case that goes in and does this type of thing. Obviously, it is allowed to happen. Why was he? Oh, so if somebody's on the watch list for the government, the FBI is watching this guy up until 2019. Did they go, well, he's on his meds now, so he's going to be fine? It doesn't make any kind of sense. And especially when he was spewing the kind of hatred that he was spewing. I mean, I just, is he pissed because he's 5'5"? I mean, it's not none of our fault that he's 5'5". So, but anyway, these are things that continue to happen. There is an absolute agenda. If something happens that doesn't go to the skew that the media wants it to go, it's going to be dismissed. Let me ask you a question. We're gonna do this one real quick. How much how much have you heard in the news? And this is in the news, I'm asking you guys, about the event where the guy plowed into that crowd in that one town and ran over all those people. That was a racist attack, wasn't it? It was a black man who was a black supremacist that hated white people, ran into the crowd, killed a bunch of people, right? Killed a bunch of children. What are you hearing about it? You hearing anything? You're hearing nothing, because it doesn't fit the agenda. But I will tell you this, if a white dude ran into a crowd of black people, it would be wall to wall coverage for months, because it fits an agenda. Now, I do want to point out with this, when I'm saying this, I hate the whole black white thing. What it should be a human being did something horrific to other human beings, not this race did that to this race. But when I talk about an agenda, they're trying to skew us in a certain direction. So we have this hatred in our hearts for other people of other color, because certain individuals decide to do something horrific. It's sick people. There's a plenty of them out there, and they come in all colors. You had an Asian man went on a knifing spree someplace. Again, divide and conquer. Exactly. If they can keep us fighting amongst each other. See, I'll tell you what they don't want to see. I'll tell you what they don't want to see. They don't want to see me and Angry Prepper sitting here doing a live stream together, working together, deciding to do, to be part of the bug out group and come together and work together. Because I'll tell you what, when I see Angry Pepper, you know what I see? I see a gentleman that is squared away. He's got his crap together and he is, ready to go. I don't care what color he is. Makes absolutely no difference to me whatsoever. None. Because I'm not looking at that. I'm looking at the individual. That's what I look at. If you're cool with me, I'm going to be cool with you. If you are an a hole, I don't care what color you are. I want nothing to do with you. I don't have the time or energy to waste with people like that. So, they don't want us to come together. So they're doing everything in their power to keep us separated and keep us fighting amongst each other. And I'm going to tell you what, yeah, this race garbage started with Obama. And I agree 100%. Things had gotten better. And then as soon as Obama got in office, then it went right downhill. Race relations went downhill big time because it was perpetuated out there, and it even now, remember, whitey's bad, everything's white people's fault, everybody else is a victim. It's nonsense. Get over the victim mentality. You have, when I talk about at the end of my streams, when I say STD, right, what I'm saying is, regardless of who you are, if you set realistic goals, you can achieve them. It's called effort, work ethic, putting in the time, getting things squared away, doing what you need to do to make your life better. Nobody's holding you back. Nobody's holding you back. You have to want it. You got to want it harder than anybody else, and that's what's going to make you successful. Now, don't get me wrong. Are there roadblocks put up there? Have there been things that make it more difficult? Of course. But I will tell you what, it's gotten a whole lot slanted in a different direction. Now being a white male, we're the enemy. That's who the enemy is. So, you know, and it's ridiculous. I never owned anybody. I just, I live my life. I take care of my stuff. That's craziness, though. It's craziness, but it's pushed out there constantly. They want us to hate each other. And then if they can't get you to hate each other because of the color of your skin, well, let's throw religion in there, right? Oh my God, all Muslims are bad. No, they're not. They're not at all. All Muslims are not bad. There's a lot of very good Muslims out there. It's when you take a percentage of people in any genre or whatever. If you guys remember, let's talk about this a second. Remember those lunatics that had some church and it was mostly just family members in his church, and they were going around to funerals and disrupting funerals and saying that the soldiers that were being buried deserved to die because it was all about Satan and all this other nonsense. And that's where the Patriot Guard, that's where you know the Patriot Guard thing started from, because they were that line of folks that said, these people need dignity and respect because they're burying somebody that they loved. If it was me and I'm burying my child that has died in combat and there's some idiots protesting, that you don't even want to go there. Uh, you know, that you have a right to protest, but not against me in that situation, because that would not end well for them. It was shameful. Never should have happened. Never should have been allowed to happen. Lori said, "Ed, you are on target." Thank you, hon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm on a roll. I'm on a soapbox now, right? So, but it's crazy. Our whole system is crazy. The way things are done, there is an agenda. There absolutely is an agenda. There's a war on our rights. They want us to be disarmed, because if we are disarmed, we cannot fight back. You guys need to pay attention to the examples in Australia, in the United Kingdom, in China, in different places. Canada now, they're doing it. They basically disarm people in Canada. And all of you that said, "Oh no, we can still have a gun," okay, but how are you allowed? How are you allowed to have that gun? In some places, like in the UK, you have to maybe keep that gun someplace else, and you have to be part of a shooting club, or you have to be doing that, and then You have your certificate for your permission to have that gun. If you have it like, I know, like in Australia, they'll say, well, we can still have guns, right? But you got to jump through hoops to be able to do that. And I want to let you know something really, really, you know, very clear. Criminals do not follow gun laws. They don't care about gun laws. So criminals, so this whole big thing, this whole fiasco with the ghost guns guys, and Biden is up there, and we're gonna do something about this. That's not stopping crime. Criminals are still going to get guns. They don't care about gun laws. Don't you? I mean, I don't understand why people don't get that. So all you're doing with all new laws that are enacted is you're stopping the average citizen from doing what they want to do with their lives, and they're not the ones breaking the laws. Hey, mountain kayaker, it's all sexualization of kids in school. Sick. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I don't know if I told this or not already. A friend of mine up in Canada, and I won't mention names, her grandchild, who was 8 years old. Now, I want you to think about this. An 8-year-old should not be thinking about sex. They should not be thinking about gender or any of that other stuff. So, again, this is a different. Oh, thank you very much for the donation, too, but I wanted to share this story. Um, so, her 8-year-old grandson goes to school, gets a book out of the library, and this book is talking about gender and all this type of nonsense, right? So now this 8-year-old is talking about wanting to have his junk cut off because he's not identifying is. So like when he went to karate class, I'll give you another example. So the kid goes to karate class, and they have on the form for karate now, just I want you to think about this. Now this is Canada, so we'll take that into consideration. It says male, female, other. So he says to his mother, well, let's put other. What? Do you have this? Then you're a male. If you don't have that and it's the other way, then you're a female. So, now don't get me wrong. It's like when you become of age, if you decide that you want to be the opposite sex, you can do whatever you want to do. I'm not going to judge you. I don't care what you do. But 8-year-old should not be able to go to the library at school and pull out a book about that. No way. No way. I got kicked out of karate when I was 8. Oh my god, that's so funny. But it's there is absolutely an agenda to brainwash our children. Who runs the schools, folks? Think about it. You got all these lunatics with all these wackaloon ideas, and they're perpetuating it on our children. If you guys remember, there was a guy in California that was giving extra credit. He was a communist, so he was giving extra credit to students if they went to protest at these different events for communism. So he's at the school trying to turn our children into communists. That's not the job. Wackaloon, you like that? I like wackaloon. Um, it's a nice way of saying what I'd really like to say. Um, but the job of school is not to indoctrinate children into Marxism or communism and stuff. But these people, that's what they do. That's what they do. And until they get called out on it, it is allowed to happen. As a teacher, you should not have the communist flag on your wall or any of that type of stuff. Oh, you missed my shirt? Hold on, I'll do my shirt again. I'll do this again. My rights do not end where your feelings begin. Hey, Malachi's Corner. If you can't figure out our gender, it's any wonder why people are confused. I understand that exactly. Yes. Yep. And Malachi has been a hardcore prepper. Her name's Kim, actually. Um, has been a hardcore prepper for 10 months now. So thank you for doing that, Kim. I do appreciate that. So, in Pam in Wonderland, who did a comment earlier, she's been a hardcore prepper for 9 months now. So I probably should have mentioned that earlier. I didn't mean to skip that. All the people that do join the membership on my channel, I really do appreciate the support as well. I just wanted to put that out there really quickly. It really does mean a lot to me. And again, my money that I get from YouTube or memberships or anything like that, it goes into what I'm doing. That's where my money goes. So just so you know, it's not you're not going to see a Bentley out here. So, all right, it is that time for the egg count. So the question. So before we do that again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, I am going to ask you to shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel. Please do that, and also it really does help with the algorithms as well. So the more interaction, the better it is for the channel. So thank you for doing it for that reason. Again, if you are not subscribed, please subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon to get all notifications as well. So the question is, yes or no, did thick neck lay her egg today? And how many eggs? So it's a two-part question. So we got to have a two-part answer here, guys. All right. Give you guys a minute to get your answers up here. All right, finally, somebody got both of them right. Blue Rose Rambling got both of them right. Some of you got the egg count right, but you did not get the other. Blue Rose Rambling, 7 eggs, and no egg from Thick Neck today. When Heather told me that Thick Neck laid late yesterday, I said, we're not getting one today. So Blue Rose Rambling was the only one that I saw that had both ends of that right. So congratulations. You've won exactly nothing. Guys, get rid of that porn bot, please. If you would. Thank you very much. Gotta love the porn bots. They are resilient. So congratulations, you won absolutely nothing. But you got the bragging rights. Right, exactly. Brag Jen Boyle said bragging rights. I was just take the words right out of my mouth. So uh now I'll be honest with you. I am looking forward to going back up, seeing my babies. I miss my dog. And I shouldn't say dog. I miss my dogs, but Hella has a special place in my heart. I love that freaking dog to death. So I miss her the most. Out of the dogs and the cats. I miss Maxie and the rest of the cats and miss Molly. But yeah, I miss my Hella. I gotta, and she's a baby, right? She's the baby. She's a big baby, but she's the baby. I have been down here 2 weeks as of today. Today was 2 weeks that I've been down here. There's Asif. Asif is in the house. Welcome, my friend. Glad to see you made it. Oh, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, guys. When I get home, because the last time I got home when I was gone for a week, um, I'm gonna pull out the camera and the way that Pandora and Hella acted last time, if they do that again, you guys are going to be like, oh my God, they went ballistic. And Caesar couldn't get a chance to go ballistic because Hella and Pandora were jumping all over me. So, yeah, but it's like I said, I miss my babies. I'm waiting on that battery. When that battery comes in here, it's coming in next week. After that battery gets in here, then I will be probably heading back, heading back to New York to get another load of stuff, pay some bills, spend a few days in New York, and then I'll be coming right back down here. So there's, a building to be delivered. I got one more trip to Lowe's to get the rest of the blocks, and so we'll see what happens. How much longer are you staying for it? I don't know 100% for sure yet. I don't know. What you'll see, do I have ramps on my property? I have not looked here, to be honest with you, but I most likely I do. I know I have them on the property in New York. I know that they're there. So, but yep. So anyway, it's gonna be like I said. It's I'll be coming back and forth and taking care of stuff and getting things ready. It's just going to take time, and we'll get things done. And the property in New York is going to sell when it's going to sell, and we're going to go from there. So, uh, ready for that water tank yet? Well, not yet because I want to bury it. To be honest with you, that's what I want to do with that Papa John's garage. Sorry. Ed Spring is officially here. I started the garage beer fridge today. There you go. Well, you guys know I got my beer in the fridge here, and everybody that's had a blue, just so you know, down here, they're like, "That's really good." I'm like, "I know. That's why I drink it." So, but I've had a few natty lights with the locals. So, you know, pretty soon, once things are getting more squared away here, and we sell the property in New York, everybody will be here. And so, delay is sometimes designed by fate. And so, we'll get there, and everybody will be here, and then the price I'm asking for the property in New York is 159.9. Pam in Wonderland, did you talk about your real estate agent about posting your property? Yeah, he's posted it. It's out there. It's out there. It's going to take a unique buyer, somebody that wants to live off grid or wants an off grid type of property. Because my buildings are not up or not on foundations, and they're up on blocks, the bank will not give somebody a mortgage for that property. So it's going to have to be a cash buyer that wants that type of property. So, that's how, yeah, 159.9 is so almost 160 grand is what we're asking. And I have more than that into the property, just for anybody that's wondering. I got more than that into the property. So, it is okay. I will show you. I will actually show you. Howard Hanna. I don't know if you guys can see that. And it's Howard Hanna Real Estate Services. And my realtor is Richard Lebar, Lebar, and he is out of Dansville, New York. So, but yep. So it's listed on Howard Hanna if you guys want to take a look at it. But it will, it'll sell when it's time to sell, and it's got everything on there. I mean, anything you could want. It's 3 acres, Brad. 3 acres up in New York. It's got 9 raised beds. There is the shop. There's 2 other outbuildings. There's the battery room. There is the greenhouse. 2 different homes on the property. We have the woodshed is on there, and you have a chicken house or chicken coop and a big chicken mansion, as some of you have said in the past. So, but yep, JJ's putting it on there for if anybody wants to go check it out. Howard Hanna Real Estate Services, Richard Lebar. So, house prices are going nuts. My house went from 243 to 859, so I'm tempted to sell right now and go completely off grid. If you bought it for that much and it's worth that now, that's a nice little profit. So yeah, I would definitely be, yeah, I'm near the Blue Ridge Mountains. Yep, Randy, I'm definitely in the mountains. That's where I wanted to be. I wanted to be, always on high ground, on the high ground, and so I love where I'm at down here. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. I mean, I said the other day, how many people can say they have a waterfall on their property? So really, really happy about that. You know, I'm in Washington State. There is nothing here for that price. Wow. Yeah, it's just, I know different parts of the country, it's completely different. So, let's see. I sold out 2 years ago and went off grid. You won't regret it. Oh no, well, I've been off grid. Yeah, no, I've been off grid for 7 years, as you guys know, Native Robin, and you know I didn't get the license yet. I'll tell you why, John. I didn't think about it. I just thought I could go down and just switch my license over, but you have to have like your birth certificate, social security card, and all that, and they're all in New York. So I will be getting them. So when I come back down here the next time, that I will be getting to the up in New York. I have 3 acres with that property in New York that's for sale. Now down here, I have 25 acres down here. So I'm listening to Fort Drum doing night maneuvers right now. Jets going nuts. 80K man just said. Good times. Oh, and the divorce certificate? I don't think I need that for my driver's license. That's got nothing to do with my driver's license. We've been divorced, what, 8 years? So something like that. Because those fun divorces take a while. So it took 2 years, which wasn't bad. No, Ed, that's not accurate. I've never seen I've never seen that you had to have your divorce certificate to get your driver's license. Yeah, yeah, birth certificate and social security. You know what? What I'm gonna probably do. I know that somebody said I needed both of those. I'll just go on the website and I'll see what they say. Oh, you did because of name change. Well, my name stayed the same. So, yeah. Well, when we got married, obviously her name changed, so she had to take the wedding thing to get it down there, and yeah, so she had to do that. Car insurance will be cheaper in West Virginia too. Oh, I'm sure. I am sure. Well, once I'm down here full time, I actually talked to an agent down here already. You know, it is, and I already spoke with him. And so he was like, so yeah, as soon as you're down here full time, come and see me and we'll get you all switched over. And I'm like, perfect. So yeah, I'm definitely organizing what I need to do down here. And so again, I needed to be down here to do the different things that I needed to do. So it was love the shirt. Well, thank you, Gene. I appreciate that. Yeah, right, Mr. Rose, you're too funny. And that would be rectal temperature, Mr. Rose, correct? So I'm being sarcastic. Uh, I just saw a listing for 4 acre property across from our regional airport, steep slope, 399,499. Wow. Jen says it's gender bias. It happens, Jen. What can you do? It happens. Or you could do that hyphenated. You could do the hyphenated thing and then name your kids the hyphenated name. I never got that. I never got that. So, I know you're busting my chops. So, but yeah, that I never could understand. Uh, you know, here's the rule, okay? If you're going to marry me, you're taking my last name. There's not going to be any hyphenated nonsense. No. So, both of my wives had my last name, and even after we divorced, they both kept my last name. So, well, one's passed now, but you know, yeah, it is. You know why? Because my last name is awesome. That's why they kept it. Uh, Too funny. And friendly advice: don't get married. Like I said, done it twice. That's enough. I would be in a committed long-term relationship with somebody. I got no issue with that, but I will not be getting married again. Mr. Rose says because you're a legend. Look at the intelligence in this group. You are a genius, Mr. Rose. Of course. Oh my god. At least my last name isn't Russian. I like that. That's funny. Yeah. Now, very English. It don't get much more English than Carswell, right? So, too funny. Ah, God. How much weight did you use? You look thinner. Jay, I have no idea. I have not been on a scale at all. I feel better. I know that. I know my pants are looser. Maybe when I go back to New York, I'll jump on a scale and see what it says. But I know that walking around here and doing just the last 2 days getting block. I can tell you right now, that's a workout in itself. That is an absolute workout in itself. We'll go back and yeah, I probably lost 5 pounds just taking the beard off. But when is the next meetup for newbies? We are doing for preppers. Well, if you are a potential person that wants to be part of my group, you need to contact me, and we will set something up to talk. You know, to get together. For the people that are going to be part of my bug out group, we are going to be meeting on May 13th, 14th, and 15th. And so they know where to go. But if you are interested, shoot me an email at preppernurse1@yahoo.com. Leave me your number and I will call you. All right. Everybody in New York is doing great. What's the price on your old homestead? 159.9. That's what I listed it for. 3 acres, a lot of buildings, as you guys know, raised beds, great, good soil for growing. So yeah, there's certain parts of the property that the soil is just like rich and black. So I don't have any recent kitty pictures, but what I do have, hold on, let me see. Where's my phone? She did send me a picture of Hella. I will show you. And I said to her, I go, Hella looks like she lost weight. She goes, probably because she's missing you. So let me do this. Let's see. I don't know how well you guys are going to be able to see that. There she is. She looks skinnier to me. I may have to bring her down with me the next time I come because I know she's daddy's girl and she misses her daddy. I miss that dog something fierce. It's so horrible that I can be so attached to a dog. But I love that dog. She's just, she's awesome. Uh, but all right, well, actually, look at the time. Getting away from me, of course. I don't know, JJ. I don't know what kind of intake she's doing food wise, but she looks too skinny. Because, like I said, she's probably upset that I'm gone. So, but okay, let's do some shout outs for other channels. Before that, of course, again, if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, let's shoot a thumbs up to show support for the channel. What are we at? 514. Let's go crazy and say 700. Let's see if we can hit 700 thumbs up before we jump off of here. So if you have not shot a thumbs up yet, please do so to show support for the channel. And I thank you ahead of time for that. I do appreciate it. Again, it really does help with the algorithms. And so we got a lofty goal, see if we can hit 700 thumbs up, but I think you guys can do it. All right. So we got North Shore Preparedness up in Canada. Let's give him some love up there and help him out with his channel. We have Sean James with the Sean James and My Self Reliance channel. And he is up in Canada as well. He's got a great channel up there. We have Canadian Prepper up in Canada as well, another good channel. We have Marfugal News out on the West Coast with Adam and Dax. Great channel over there. Definitely show them some love as well. You have Magic Prepper in North Dakota. You have Wrangle Star out there out west as well. You have Doug and Stacy's, another great channel. You have Ice Age Farmer. You have Kyle's Cabin up in Minnesota. Also up in that region, you have Bush Radical and his wife Girl in the Woods, two different channels, great channels. Pinball Preparedness, you have Green Greg's, Southern Prepper One, you have Bjorn Hansen. There is Corporal's Corner, is another really good channel. Angry Prepper, of course, down in New York City. You have City Prepper down there as well. East Tennessee Preparedness, Bushcraft Bear in the Canary Islands in La Palma. You have Ryan Hall, y'all. We can't forget Ryan Hall, y'all. His great channel over there. 80K Man up in the Adirondacks. You have Bizarrizza Jizza also in New York with his Carrington Chronicles. There is also the Nomadic Movement down in Panama. They're a great young couple, nice people. Mary Greeley News. I think I said Southern Prepper one already. Deep South Homestead is another one. Somebody's got on here Living Traditions Homestead. I have not watched that channel. You have the Needy Homesteader is another really good channel. You have Diamond with the Oppenheimer Ranch Project. Love Diamond, good guy. Also, you have Adapt 2030. Full Spectrum Survival is another channel. There is also St. Bernard Acres with Joe. There is Boss of the Swamp is another great channel. Just trying to think who am I missing in my head. I'm thinking somebody else. Oh, the Green Dream Project out in Arizona. They're another young couple out there working on stuff. Uh, Survival Lily is another channel. Lisa Haven is another channel. So, lots of different channels out there, guys, a lot of different information. I think that we're going to call that it for shout outs. That was a lot, just doing it off the top of my head, but there's a lot of great channels out there. I do believe we should be supporting each other. Oh, Alaskan Prepper. Forgot. How could I forget Alaskan Prepper? He's a great guy, wonderful channel. Alaskan Granny is another one as well. So I'm sorry I forgot them. I had to throw them out there. I already said Angry Prepper, Jen. Come on now. So, but there's a lot of great channels out there. There's a lot of great information. I really do believe that we should all be supporting each other, and I think it's a good thing to do. All right. So that's it for the shout outs for right now. So we're at 572. We need 128 more thumbs up, guys. Let's see if we can keep that going. Again, with the craziness that's going on, will more lockdowns be coming? I believe that they will. It won't shock me if they will. We need to be as ready as we possibly can be for these type of inevitabilities, because if it's not going to be this thing, it'll be the next thing. There's always going to be the next thing to keep you under control and to keep you locked down. That is what is being done. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you if you can't see that. But there is definitely an agenda. They want complete and total control. And how do you do that? You slowly erode the rights of people, keep taking away their rights. They already know that the majority of people out there, if there is a pandemic of whatever they say it is, they're just going to comply and do as they're told, even if it turned out to be something that it totally wasn't. So, again, and I'm not saying that that was. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that people just got in line and did what they were told. So if you were wondering, we're gonna do a scenario here. If you were wondering if something that happened in Nazi Germany, how could that happen? How could so many people just go along with it? Well, now you know, because the last 2 years, so many people just went along with it. They just did as they were told. No, not me. I'm a team player. I'm doing what I'm told. Well, not me. Hey, Asif, total control is how the government rolls. Exactly. That's what they want. So, Ed, they aired today that we are officially on our sixth wave here, vintage vibes. Where are you located, hon? Where are you at? That's crazy, though. That's crazy. There's always going to be the next thing, guys. There's always going to be the next thing. So continue to do and can continue to control what you can control. What can you control? You can control how much food that you have available. You can control what you can do to help your families, you know, and be as ready as you can be. Toronto, Canada, Ontario, Canada. So, okay, I got to go back. I got to go back. We got to do our little Trudeau talk here. All right. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, and I'm sure that my Canadian followers already know this. So they've come out now to be able to report the news in Canada. You need to have your Canadian news license, right? So just before the election, they gave the different news agencies $61 million. So $61 million was dispersed by the government of Canada to the news agencies. So, what do you think happens there? Do you think that the news agencies are going to report negatively on the hand that feeds them? Of course not. So, the new agenda in Canada is to Trudeau. That's funny. The new mantra in Canada is you control the media, you control everybody, right? So they're discrediting. There's different groups up there that have a different thought process than what the government wants them to have. So now they're trying to say you have to have this license given by who? The government, who wants to control the news that is put out there to be able to be involved in stuff. So there's, and I can't think of the name of the group or the agency up there that doesn't go along with that. And they are now no longer allowed to go to certain events because, you know, they're reporting things that are not what the government wants. Isn't that amazing how that works? And if you don't think that that is happening here, I want you to think about this too, guys. As North Shore calls him, Sparkle Socks. That's funny. Uh, I want you to think about this. How much, and I really want you to think about this for a second. How much bad press do you see in the news media for Bill Gates? So I'm going to give you a second. Give your answers here in the chat. How much bad press? Rebel News was the one up in Canada. Thank you, Marion. Appreciate that. How much bad press do you see about Bill Gates in the news? Let's talk about that. How much do you see? So again, we're 596. We need 104 more thumbs up, and I know you guys can do it. So please do so to show support for the channel. Let's keep those algorithms going better as well. So you guys are right. 0, nothing bad. Mountain kayaker, you mean alternative news media that wants to spread the truth? Exactly, exactly. Heaven forbid that they do that. The reason that you don't see any bad press about Bill Gates is because he has his hand in so many media outlets, and the Bill and Linda Gates Foundation gives a lot of money to help support these news media things. And so how wonderful that they would do that. Oh yeah, but you can't talk badly um, about that. You can't talk badly about the hand again that feeds you. So if I have a news media channel and Bill Gates is giving me $10 million a year to support my news media thing, you think I'm going to report anything negatively about Bill Gates? Of course not. So this is what happens. So, you know, and then these people can go and say whatever they want to say and do whatever they want to do with immunity. And they're never going to be called out on it because the news media is so biased, and that's what happens. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane. So pay attention. Just you, all you got to do is pay attention, watch what's happening, and you will see it. So what do we at? 614 on the thumbs up. So we need 86 more, guys. 86 more thumbs up. Too many greasy palms. That's exactly right. So let's keep those things going. Let's see if we can hit that 700 thumbs up. I think you guys can do it. We got enough time. You guys can hit 700 thumbs up. I know you can. All right, so let's do this while you guys are clicking that thumbs up button that haven't. Let's do We Are Legion, because we are many. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. We are a huge network of people. We're a huge family. Where is everybody from tonight? So where is everybody from? Franklin County, Ohio, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, Hancock, Maryland, Nowhere, Oklahoma, still my favorite. Illinois, we have Inverness, Florida, with Clyde, Idaho, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Somerset, Pennsylvania, Suffolk, Virginia, Washington State, Waterloo, New York, Maryland, Eastern Ohio, Newfoundland, Union City, Pennsylvania, West Tennessee, Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, Virginia, Texas, Bloomberg, Pennsylvania, uh, Maine, I believe that is, South Dakota, somewhere in the Adirondacks, yep, in New York, North Highlands of California, Northern Ontario, Homer, Michigan, Ocean Park, Washington, Willard, Ohio, Nevada, Mid Michigan, Butler County, Ohio, Las Vegas, Nevada, Hawaii's in the house, very nice, Missouri and the Ozark, Churchill, Tennessee, Vancouver, Washington, Campbell, Missouri, Tucson, Arizona, East Central Illinois, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Missouri and the Ozarks, Mesa, Arizona, Gatlin, Pennsylvania, Florida, Beech Grove, Indiana, Medford, Oregon, Hamburg, Pennsylvania, Northeast Wisconsin. We got Bass Troop, Louisiana. We got Virginia's in the house, Georgia in the mountains, South Central Kentucky, Friendship, Ohio. Let's see, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, South Carolina with Asif, Beech Grove, Indiana with John, the Pennsylvania Wilds. So again, guys, we've got Connecticut's in the house. We are a huge network of people. We are all over the country. We're all over the world. We are the ones that truly can make a difference. We are the ones that are awake. We are not woke. We are awake. And we can make a difference with helping people, trying to wake people up now. And when the time comes, being the ones that can make a difference. I think that that's important to do so. All right. So let's continue to try to do that. We got Leesburg, Florida's in the house. Poland is in the house. Snoopy. Krakow, Poland. Very nice. Glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. Mid Coast, Maine. So, again, so what do we at? 637. So we need 60. Well, now we're 638. We need 62 more thumbs up, guys. If you have not shot that thumbs up yet, let's do that. Let's get that up to 700 before we jump off of here. So let's keep those thumbs up coming. Again, it really does help with the algorithms. So I thank you for that reason. And again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe as well. Make sure you hit all bell notifications to get all notifications as well. So, Alan Rice in Southern West Virginia. Yeah, Alan, you're gonna have to give me a call or shoot me a give me your number again. I probably have it, but I'll have to run back through a million old emails, and I keep deleting a lot of old emails. So, and I hope that you got a chance to talk with Jose, Alan. I hope you got a chance to chat with him. So, Natural Girl says nice shape. Well, thank you. Yeah, it's summertime, so the beard's got to come off in the summer. But so we got 649. We need 51 more thumbs up. So if you have not done so, guys, we got to get. Now we're down to 50 more to go. Ed, can you recommend an outdoor canning stove? You can just get a regular canner and put it on an outdoor fire, and that will work absolutely fine. That's what I've done. So if you go to Walmart and just get the water bath canner, it is the way I do it. So Dobie Farm said it was. I think he says nice talking to you earlier this week. I look forward to meeting with you soon. I look forward to seeing you too, my friend. Absolutely. You look handsome with a goatee. Well, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I do my best. I'm a lunatic. You guys will figure that out. I am a lunatic. So, but anyway, I want to thank I want to thank all my moderators who do an absolutely fantastic job keeping the chat clean. I really appreciate you guys. You do a fantastic job here, stream after stream. Thank you so much for what you do. Um, Ed, actually read the Declaration of Independence live on air. Well, if people need to do that for themselves, they definitely need to do that for themselves. So, so what are we at? 669. So we need 31 more thumbs up, guys. 30 more thumbs up. Hakeem says you look thinner. I feel better. I'll be honest with you. I definitely got a long way to go weight wise, but staying active definitely makes a difference. And I definitely feel better. So doing a lot of walking. So, you know, but uh, again, so I want to thank everybody else too, also for all you guys being here. I appreciate the support. You guys are amazing. So thank you all for being here as well. So we're 24 away. Got to get the thumbs up going, guys. 24 more thumbs up. We got to hit 800. So let's keep them coming. Um, Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Uh, we have to stop letting them divide us. We have to stop letting them use race, religion, political affiliation, the vax, the unvax. All these things are tools to keep us fighting amongst ourselves and not focusing on what the real problems are in this country, which is big business and the government. If they can keep us all fighting amongst each other and not coming together, then they're winning. And so I don't want to let them win. I don't want you guys to let them win either. So let's realize that we need to come together. All right. Also remember to hug and kiss the one. Show Miss Soxy in the head again if you got. I got. Hold on. Okay, I'll show you that. I'll show you Miss Sox again. So, but remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. So these are the cat hats, guys. Once again, Heather has them. She will make them in whatever color that you want. So definitely go over and check out if JJ, if you would show Heather's link for her Etsy account. She's making them for people as they come in. So that's how we're doing that. So we're at what, 681. Come on, 19 more thumbs up, guys. Last but not least, remember STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you are trying to do, whatever you are trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only person that is going to stop you from reaching your goal is you, nobody else. If you stay positive and stay away from the negativity, you're going to be just fine. All right. Uh, Stay focused, keep prepping, don't listen to people that tell you what you can't accomplish. You can accomplish anything you set your mind to within sight of realistic expectations. So definitely do that. All right. So now we're what, 9 away. We need 9 more thumbs up to hit 700. We hit 700 and we're out. So 9 more, guys. Like I said again, I do appreciate all of you. You guys are awesome. You ask great questions, which I like that. And a doggy derby, that would be funny too. Thank you for everybody for being here and and being part of this. And thank you. I hope you guys are enjoying the journey as we will continue to work on things here in West Virginia. It's going to take some time. And Bringer of Change says I bookmark her Etsy thing. Good. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, she's trying. She's putting different things out there, and so like I said, she's making them to order. She will make whatever color you want. So reach out to her over at her Etsy account, and there you go. All right, we need 3 more. We're at 697. We need 3 more thumbs up. Now we need 2 more. 698. And I'll feed you some delicious tacos. Yeah, teasing me with the tacos, JJ, when I can't have any. That was not nice. All right, here we go, guys. We're 701. Awesome. 704 now. All right, listen, have a great night. I will see you all tomorrow. Be safe. Continue to prep. Continue to get ready. Okay. Now we're at 705. All right. I'll see y'all later. Prepping Nurse 1 out for now.